Hey guys, welcome back to Frenemies. I'm Ian. We're back finally for the last bit of Crisis. This is the 2-hour finale. Essentially, it's Arrow and Legends, I think. I mean, I know it's in Legends, but anyway, we left off with a heck of an ending. Quite a cliffhanger. All of the Earths are gone, every single one, which I wasn't expecting. The remaining people, what are they called? The Paragons. They're in the, what's it called? The place where the Vanishing Point, is that what it's called? The place where the first season of Legends, where that place was, I think that's what it's called, the Vanishing Point. And Lex Luthor took Superman's place. Brandon Routh's Superman's place, which was really just infuriating, but Lex is also very intelligent, so he might be able to help, considering he does probably want the Earth back. The Anti-Monitor is out there. Everybody else is wiped out. Everybody, even like all our Arrow people, so I don't know what we're going to do. Like, I mean, maybe we can go back in time. I mean, I know what happened in the comics. Very complicated. Won't go into it right now. Just kind of want to start this, so that's what we're going to do.
I'm getting readings here I don't understand. Your presence has corrupted the zone somehow. It's releasing radiation I've never seen before.
And there it is.
It's like the antimatter. You have to get out of there. Get out of there right now!
Is this Quard now?
Mar, can you hear me?
I'm sorry, my love. My towering ambition has doomed us all.
Hello.
It was a long shot to begin with.
Oh, get back in the thing. Oh, Barry.
Barry!
Where am I?
Vanishing Point.
You've been gone for months.
What are you talking about? I just left 2 seconds ago.
But to go where?
To the Speed Force.
Oh, Spectre. Oh, he can't. Oh.
What did you see? Everything.
Whoa.
I see everything now.
Then you're ready.
Maybe you're right. Maybe the Speed Force is our last best hope.
It is. The Speed Force is the key to saving you.
Huh.
It's the key to saving everyone.
Oliver.
I am Oliver Queen, but I'm also something more.
More what?
Some might call me a ghost. A Spectre. Lives in tune with the entire multiverse.
Oh, crap.
Sorry, I'm late. Actually, my second one, the first one, I didn't miss. That was like I've got great traffic.
Oh, God.
The Anti-Monitor attacked. We were separated, and I am utilizing various pieces of my essence to keep me, Sarah, John, and Kate together.
So I'm here. This is where we first met.
There are a few things more powerful in the universe than memory and connection. I am using our memories of our friends and closest allies to keep all of us from falling out of the Speed Force.
Wait, what happens if they fall out?
We'll be consumed by antimatter.
Cool.
Hello?
What the heck?
What the hell is this?
Holy crap!
The same question. No, this can't be happening.
I can't believe they...
What
Huh!
are you doing here?
Wow.
I like your outfit.
It seems freaking comfy.
Yours is pretty cool.
Smooth.
Seems safe and
breathable.
Safe.
Found Barry Allen. No! What does that mean? How can this
this should be impossible now.
Yeah.
be impossible now?
You don't know about the...
Oh my god, don't do this to me. I don't know about the what. You okay?
I told Victor this was possible.
What? Okay. Interesting. I did not expect them in a million years to do that.
Ask me what I'm up to. Go ahead.
All right. What are you up to, Lex?
Universal domination, of course.
Alright.
Oh, I probably should have mentioned that I gave myself a few upgrades when I checked the Book of Destiny out of the library.
Of course you did.
What are you doing? God, I'm so tired of answering that question.
That arrow from the monitor. I always felt like there was something you weren't telling me.
I didn't want to burden you with the choice I made.
Choice to do what?
You and Kara, Barry. You were fated to die trying to save the world.
Hey, hold up. Don't do that yet.
Quantum portal.
I wouldn't do that.
Zanine.
No. No. Obviously. Hi. Lex Luthor.
This is so awkward. The long story short, you guys aren't really you guys, and none of this is really actually happening.
What are you Hey! Hey, don't you touch her!
I'm so sorry.
This seems to be a pattern with you. You don't trust people. They don't trust you. And all of that changes. And the bond between you is stronger than iron.
I'm sorry, what's your point?
Just maybe something I can learn from.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say, well, hold up. Oh, here we're here. The anti-universe.
Where are we?
The antimatter universe.
Yeah, that
At
one.
the dawn of time.
We arrived and it was already here. Welcome to mine.
Ugh.
Do you trust me?
With every cell in my body.
Let's do this.
Anyone's gonna take over the universe? It's gonna be me!
At least Lex has powers right now. But what is Ryan doing? Because he doesn't have any skills apart from the ability. Like, he doesn't have superpowers or fighting skills. Jesus.
It's difficult for you guys saving the world. No.
My team and I usually mess things up for the better.
Focus! We're in the fight of our lives here.
Come on, Oliver. Oh, yeah. Come on, Oliver. Whoa. Come on, Oliver.
Have failed this universe.
Oh. God.
Get us there.
It's a new universe.
It's kind of small for a universe.
Wait for it, Barry. It's almost time. Almost time. There. There's an end. And there's a beginning. You remember what I told you?
Dying is the easy part.
I'm at peace. The real heroes.
They're the ones who have to keep going.
So keep going. Don't ever stop.
An end.
And a beginning.
Thank you, Oliver.
I'm not gonna try to. I'm gonna try not to talk too much on this one. I'll try, not making any promises. So we can get into the last part, which I'm not really sure what that's gonna consist of exactly, considering they just restarted the universe. Although maybe it's supposed to be like, I guess, like a prologue to the crossover. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, in the comic, they did have to restart it, but they still had to fight the Monitor. I'm trying to remember now what happened at the end. Yeah, they still had to, like, after they restarted it, they still had to fight him. So there's still that, even though at that, when Oliver was fighting Anti-Monitor, sorry, the wrong one, the Anti-Monitor, he blew him up. I think that's what that was. Maybe this was like the first successful fight. Maybe, I don't know. There's so much going on in this episode. Jesus. I'm gonna try to go through this fast. Okay, so very different, but also kind of similar. You know, they made the Monitor. He has his own planet. I mean, I think he was supposed to be something that's connected to the Guardians of Oa in the first place. Originally, in the comics, I think I can't remember exactly what he is to them, but I'm pretty sure he's supposed to be connected to them. And then I'm trying to remember exactly what happens. There's the antimatter universe that there's the Monitor, there's the Anti-Monitor, and for Oa there's Quard, which is I don't know if this is throughout all of the different versions of the comics, but Quard is where the yellow ring, the power for the yellow lanterns, that's where that comes from. Like that's again in at least one iteration. I don't know if that's in every iteration. But that's like the parallel there, like where in the crossover, Maltus is basically like Oa, because I think the scientists there were doing a similar experiment that Marnovu was doing, and that also messed up things and kind of lent to the Anti-Monitor getting power. And so there's that difference there. It's not like a super huge difference. It is to the Monitor story itself directly, but in terms of like how things were started, it's kind of similar. I'm still not really sure how the Pariah in this version let Anti-Monitor out. I don't know if Marnovu like trapped him in there while he was blanking. If he trapped him in there and it was only like supposed to be a limited amount, like he wasn't gonna be able to keep him in there for long. Like it's like a permanent cage. Like he knew that somehow, some way he's gonna get out. not really sure because we still haven't like the others. I don't know how this is gonna work because everyone's been erased, and then he's restarted time. It's different in this one because what? No. Now I remember why. The experiment was what was supposed to have created the multiverse. It's what sparked the whole Earth, like the different universes to split. So what they were doing is kind of again similar. So they were trying to send different teams, one to the Monitor and one to Marnovu to stop him. No, they did do that. Sorry, they were sending two different teams to do those missions to stop Marnovu. In the comics, it was the Guardians for Oa, and it was in the comics it was some heroes. No, wait, was it some heroes and some villains, or was it just all villains? I don't remember now. But yeah, they sent a team to stop the Guardians from basically creating the multiverse. So that because when they created the multiverse, I'm sorry, I know I said I was gonna be quick about this, but I'm just anybody who doesn't know, which I'm assuming most people that are watching this know about the comics, but I could be wrong because I didn't originally know it until I read it before the crossover started. But when the multiverse, when the universe split, it made their frequency weaker. So basically, I'm trying to remember what. Like I think it made it more susceptible to the antimatter wave. There was a reason. No. It did make them weaker for some reason. Can't remember why. Maybe more unstable, I think is what it was. And then with the whole anti-monitor monitor thing, each when one thing happened, when the Pariah basically allowed, accidentally of course, the anti-monitor to consume his Earth, that made him slightly stronger than Monitor, but unfortunately that was just enough because at that point beforehand they were exactly equal. But then when they got one of the Earths, it just barely shifted enough to get a leg up on him. But anyway, I went really off, and I'm really sorry. Again, I'm just gonna go over this. I'm gonna you know the gist of that, okay? So I was just trying to show the parallels of those two, but it's not really important. One thing, I'm just gonna go over the main points really because I have a lot of stuff, a lot of notes that I probably didn't need to have taken, but it's just like there was so much going on. The thing that stands out the most, well, not stands out the most, but one of the things that's like major, Ezra Miller, his Flash, he was okay. He probably showed up in the beginning credits, but I was doing my best to not look at those just in case some surprise showed up. I thought maybe it's another cameo from one of the other older shows, or from Smallville or something, or I don't know, some crazy cameo. I don't know. I'll look back and I'll probably see the name there, but it's just like I haven't heard anything about Ezra Miller. Like first they brought Kevin Conroy, at least in my opinion, a little bit, at least more important. I don't know about bigger, but it's more important to me than Ezra Miller would have been. But the fact that they had a movie, it's like the movie version in this version, it blows my mind. Like I never would have thought. Like it's something that we kind of wish where they kind of like merge these kind of different universes, but we don't really think that they will. Like in the back of our mind, there's that little bit of hope, but just like for the most part, we're like, yeah, that probably won't happen. But they actually brought in Ezra Miller's Flash, which was ridiculous. I mean, he even mentioned Victor or Cyborg, saying that he knew that it was possible. So like he knows about the multiverse, or I'm assuming this Flash has a theory on the multiverse being in his case a possibility, since he doesn't know that it actually exists. At least not for sure. And I don't know if he has his name in the Flash yet, and I can't remember if he did in the movies. They just mentioned I can't remember. And there's Superman and there's Batman. There's Wonder Woman. I'm pretty sure that's named. That name's already known. They don't call him Aquaman yet. I don't think, right? They don't call Jason Momoa's character. They don't call him Aquaman yet, do they? Like in the Justice League. I don't remember. Anyway, And it was really cool also at the very beginning when they were showing, like, they were flashing to all of the season's main villain bosses. It was just, I mean, I know it's the Arrow episode for the crossover, so I'm just like, oh my god, I can't believe we're getting this. This is so cool. And it's very just like it's again sort of tugging at the nostalgia and those feelings. Like, man, this is it. This is after this, and then a couple more episodes. That's it for Arrow. But I think Oliver, he just died there again. Like, so I'm not really. I don't know. I'm like, I thought he was supposed to be Spectre forever, I guess. I don't know. Or at least until he were to pass it on. But the thing is, he didn't pass it on then. So, like, what's going to happen with the Spectre spirit? I don't know if that's supposed to be him gone, or if that's just his physical form's not gone. So he's just as a Spectre spirit or something. The only reason I thought it was really cool. One, it was like when it was going through the flash, and then it comes back and he has his, his eyes are glowing because that's the spirit. I don't know why I had issues saying that. Like, kind of taking residence in a way. Well, I think because he what's it? I forgot his name. Like, I know it, but I'm blanking on him. But the Spectre before him, saying that, once he's saying that when Oliver told him he saw everything, that he was ready, that he is the Spectre is essentially, and then kind of seeing him in that cloak. I mean, it's kind of like sort of a simple cloak, but I don't know. It's really cool seeing that Oliver is basically officially the Spectre, which is crazy. But it's just, I mean, again, I don't know if it's permanent. But seeing him battle with the Monitor, oh man, that was like one last thing. But I mean, part of me feels like this was a kind of too quickly. I mean, I know we have one more thing, but I don't know how, like, feeling about all of it. I feel like this maybe should have been spread out between the last 2 episodes. But I don't know what the next one is, so maybe there's a reason for it. I mean, it was still kind of fast. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But I do feel like that was a little like this episode. What happened? I mean, they need to, because there's a lot they have to go through. So they're doing what they can. But still, I thought the what's his name, Mobius, in this, I think, the Anti-Monitor, when he was fighting Oliver, that fight was kind of cool. Just like the magnitude of it, and just kind of like the swirling energy, kind of it seems like, what I'm trying to think of, it was like a tornado of fire almost. It was in like fire and just light, and then you see Oliver. It says, "You have failed this universe," which I thought was kind of cool. Shoot his light into the sky or I guess the sky, but he becomes a spark to start the universe again. I don't know. I'm not really sure what they're gonna do in the next part. I mean, again, like when they really restart the universe, they still have to fight the Monitor. I'm not sure what we're doing next episode. We still have, I think that's 42 minutes of whatever's gonna happen. I guess technically it would be like 30 or something, and then the last few minutes is gonna be them, closing things up, like goodbyes and so probably somber / happy moments because they saved the world. Oliver helped them save the multiverse, not just the world, save the universe, the multiverse. But Oliver's gone, and I don't know to what extent the universe is back. Is it just gonna be the multiverse? I don't know, because the way that Marnavu did it, he wasn't. I don't know if he started the multiverse in this, if the multiverse was already a thing. I'm not really sure if they said it or not. And of course, it makes sense that freaking Lex gave himself abilities. I mean, honestly, if I were to first save if I have the page that I can write my name again over somebody's name of power, I would probably alter myself slightly to give myself some abilities if I didn't have any abilities in the first place. I'm surprised he didn't give himself like kryptonite blasts, considering he hates Kryptonians so much. But missed opportunity, which I'm glad he didn't take, because he wasn't able to just beat Kara easily. one curious thing was that, I mean, I'm still wondering like what Ryan, like why he was able to. I mean, those things seem relatively easy to beat in this, because in the comics it wasn't the case. It took a lot to take him out. Maybe not a lot, but at least a specific, certain different abilities were able to take him out. But it wasn't like a punch normally wouldn't have been able to do it. And there was, I mean, there's some leeway with Sarah, because I mean she at least has some fighting capabilities. So she knows like how to throw a punch and just another crap. Of course she has, she's an assassin. But Ryan Choi, I don't think had any kind of fighting capability, any kind of training. So that was, I'm not really sure about that. And Lex had given himself abilities, so he had those as well to fight the shadow things. I mean, I know he's supposed to be the paragon of humanity. I'm not sure if that's supposed to give him something to face off against his shadow monsters. But I don't know. And Oliver, whenever he touched Barry's forehead, he said that he just unlocked his full potential. Wasn't sure if Barry he actually did, or I'm still not really sure if he actually did, or if he just saying to Barry that you don't need a boost. I mean, you can't do this if you can just have faith in yourself and trust yourself. I'm not sure if that's what Oliver was trying to do. If that was his point, because there wasn't like there didn't seem like any kind of surge. I mean, there might not have needed to be one, like a show of it, but it just I would assume they would show it. Well, I did say I wanted to try to keep this going, so I mean, I might talk about more of this stuff on the next episode. Not really sure, but I am gonna go ahead and get ready to start the next episode, or the last part of the crossover. Again, not really sure where that's gonna go. Really curious about that. I guess we'll see what happens in the Legends part of the crossover. Jesus. Yeah, guys, that is it for the part 3 of the crossover. We're almost at the end, guys. I don't know. Yeah, hope you guys stick around for the last part. See you for the end.